Hi guys, Rebecca here. Wanting to talk to you guys today about acne and maybe give you some tips and tricks on what you can do to help clear up your acne, the things that I have done that have helped me, and maybe just share my personal journey with you guys. So when I was in 4th grade, I started to get acne, and by 6th grade, I had cystic acne. So if you're not sure what that is like boils underneath the skin that are infected, and sometimes you have to get them removed by a doctor because base washes won't even really help them. So really struggled my whole life. They put me on tetracycline, which is an antibiotic, and I was on that for years. And it really just killed my gut biome. So I had dysbiosis, which is an imbalance in your gut bacteria, and it created a lot of bowel issues for me that took a long time to fix. So I don't want you guys to have to go that route. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks today on what you can do. So number 1 would be to eat whole foods. Whole foods are super important to eat because they're going to give you the vitamins and minerals your body needs to replenish your skin, to purify your blood, all of those wonderful antioxidants that you need to be healthy and to give your body a chance to heal. In America, we don't get a lot of fruits and vegetables in our diets, so it's really important that we start focusing on those for skin health. Another thing you can do with the fruits and vegetables, like the greens, I would say specifically are most important, but I would say getting a lot of fats in your diet. Fats would help because they balance out hormones, and so I would say get fats like coconut oil and grass-fed butter or ghee if you can't do butter. I would say getting fish oil is super important and will help with that acne and the inflammation that is associated with it. I would say things like probiotics too. I know getting that good fiber in your system will help, but probiotics are really essential to create a good microbiome and have a good foundation then for all the bacteria in your body. I would say water is super important. Make sure you're drinking water, flushing out your system. We don't get a lot of water. We opt for other things, but good pure water will do you good with hydrating your face and flushing out those impurities and those toxins that are in your body. There are a lot of herbs that you can use to help. I know Emily Schramm has a tea, an herbal tea, loose leaf, that can help restore hormonal balance. So you can check her out. Her tea company is called Element Tea. Emily Schramm out of Denver is her name. She's pretty awesome, and I know she has struggled with acne her whole life, and so she has this tea company and is trying to help millions of people healing their body through food and herbs. So another thing I would say is to really look and see what foods are causing an issue in your body. So a lot of the time, we'll eat something and it doesn't affect us till days later, and we have no idea what 3 days prior we ate. So super important to keep a food diary. I would say MyFitnessPal is one of the easier ones to use. I require all my clients to use that for a while to track food intake. So I can go back and look and say, hey, I'm having a flare-up. What could it have been the last few days? So I know for me, corn is horrible. Peanuts really are awful on my face, and those are 2 very common irritants for people who have acne. I would say sugar also, just table sugar is terrible. The other day I needed a quick carbohydrate before I went and worked out, so I got some oatmeal from the store and quick mixed it up, and by the end of my workout I started to have whiteheads and redness in the face and inflammation. So super important that you try to eliminate sugar from your diet and these other things that could possibly be detrimental to your skin health. I know for some, it's even healthy foods. Like I have a friend who has issues with spinach. She was putting spinach in her smoothies every day and realized that that is what was making her face break out. So again, use a food diary, find out what it is that's causing it, and go from there. So a couple other things are make sure you have a good face wash. Super important that it's not harsh. So a good one. I use Rodan & Fields. I really like it. I've used Proactive before and had some success with that. So super important to get a good one in there. I would opt for not getting something like Neutrogena if you have skin problems that are more than just the occasional zit here or there. It's going to dry out your face a lot more. It might start having it be a little more irritated. I would also say you can put stuff on your face like coconut oil. That is very helpful, as lauric acid in it, which will kill the bad bacteria that causes acne, and will also help replenish some of that moisture in your face if you need it. If you have oily skin, opt to do it at night and then wash your face in the morning to get all of that off. If you use it in the morning, you will possibly have issues during the day with an oily face. So just do it at night. I would say also that there are probiotics for the skin. And so Mother Earth, Mother Dirt, I think it's Mother Dirt, is a company that has probiotics for the skin. So you keep it in your fridge to keep the probiotics from dying, I guess. And you spritz it on your face every day, and it helps keep good bacteria on your skin. So I haven't tried it, but I'm really interested in trying it this summer to see if it helps my face. I would also say buy good makeup, girls. I noticed that I cannot do a liquid foundation, that I have to do a mineral powder. That helps me the most. It doesn't give me maybe as much coverage, but it doesn't break me out either. So super important. A lot of this stuff is going to be trial and error, but really it's worth finding a good makeup, girls. So, and brushing your teeth. I know that's kind of weird, but the nights that I get home really late and just go to bed and not brush my teeth, I have added issues the next day. So really making sure that our mouths are clean and that we have a good toothpaste that is going to not kill off, because we have good bacteria in our mouth too. So you don't want something super harsh that's going to cause issues with that. But our mouth is the first place all of our food goes to digest, to go into our system. And if that has added bacteria, that can cause issues in our body as well. And not just on our face, but our bowels, a lot of other issues. So making sure you're brushing your teeth often. Okay, hygiene 101. The last little tip I'm going to give you is washing your pillowcases. So I buy a bunch of pillowcases. Probably every few months I get new ones, throw away my old ones. But I sleep on one side, flip it over the next night, sleep on it, and then take it off and put a new one on. So every single night I have a clean foundation to lay my head. So my hair oils aren't getting on there repeatedly, my face oils aren't getting on there and having more opportunities, I guess, to clog my pores. So also when you wash your pillowcases and your sheets, wash them on as hot of water as you can. Make sure that you have an added rinse in there. Super important. Another thing is make sure your laundry detergent is a good one. So I use like all free and clear, probably not the most expensive. I know 7th generation. If you can get that, would be a good one. Sometimes I use soap nuts. If you're not familiar with those, they are nuts that when soaked in water, they get sudsy and can have cleansing properties. So I'll use that. I'll throw some borax in. Anything that's going to get those impurities out of my sheets and my pillowcases. Super important. And I would also say let them soak for a while if you need to, and then dry on very high heat. Just to try to kill off any bacteria that's in there. So those are super important. Those are the tips and tricks I have. If you have ever used essential oils, I guess, for acne, because I know they do have some, put it in the comments below. See what helps you. I know I've never dabbled in that, so I would like to know more information. So if you sell essential oils or you know a lot about them and are educated, please put that in the comments. If you need a good greens supplement or a fish oil supplement, I will put that in the comments of this video also, so you can get a discount. And the last but not least thing is maybe a little bit of a rant, but I feel it's super important to say. And a little cliche maybe, but you are beautiful the way you are. And I know that's a very hard thing to learn, especially when you have acne that's always out there in the public, right? Our faces are always out there. It's one of the first things people notice about us, and it can be very embarrassing, and it can be very emotional, and not just emotional, but physical pain. I mean, they don't feel good. They hurt deep down, and sometimes you can't even see them and they hurt. So I understand what it's like, and I've been there. So just know that you're not alone. Just know that the people who love you aren't going to care what you look like. And the people who give that unsolicited advice, they aren't the people you need in your life. And so if you have never struggled with acne, or if you're like, oh, I have a zit, oh, poor me, right? Like, I know that sucks, but unless it's a horrible thing and you have experience, then maybe you can go to that person. Other than that, stop giving unsolicited advice. Sorry, gets me a little heated, but honestly, I didn't ask for your opinion. And it's embarrassing enough to be talking to you with acne, let alone you commenting on it. So please be careful when you are talking with someone with acne. Don't bring it up. Don't say, oh, maybe you should try this or maybe you should try that. I know it maybe is coming from a good place, but it still hurts the individual with acne. So really be careful about what you say and how you handle that situation. And if you struggle with acne, know that that person is probably coming to you with a good heart, and kind of be understanding and realize that if they're not coming from a place that's good, then maybe you don't need them in your life. Maybe you need to cut those ties. Maybe you need to do a cleansing of your friends, because those who really truly care are going to look at your heart. They're going to see how beautiful you really are inside. And that goes for people who want to lose weight, people who want to gain weight, people who have things that maybe their hair is falling out and they're self-conscious about it. Maybe they're going through chemo and they have to wear a wig, or whatever it is. There's always issues in life, right? And the physical part of life sometimes just sucks, and beauty is fleeting, and we have to remember that and realize that it's on the inside that matters, what's on the inside. So if the good Lord Almighty above can look on the heart and not care about what we look like, we need to make sure that we are caring about our hearts more than we care about our outward appearance. Okay? So maybe it sounds dumb, but one, learn to love yourself. Learn to be confident in who you are, not what you look like, right? Our worth is not tied up in our appearance, okay? Super hard to learn, but the sooner you understand that, the more happy you'll be. Two, stop giving unsolicited advice. If you're never been there, done that, even if you have, stop talking about it. I'm working on my skin, and if you're nice about it, then maybe if we have a good relationship. Other than that, keep your mouth shut. I don't want to hear it. And those of you who do have acne, just know that we're all going through it. At every stage of life, there are people going through it, and you're not alone. So reach out to me if you need to talk about it. I'm obviously not perfect either. I still have issues all the time, but I am learning, I am growing, and I am trying. And I'm using the same tips and tricks that I gave you. So right below, see if there's something that somebody else has that you can learn and use and put that little tidbit to use, right? So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully I didn't offend too many people by telling you to shut up, and just want to encourage you all to keep trying new things, to keep fighting the good fight. You'll get there someday, right? My acne is not perfect, but it's a lot better than it used to be, and I'm not killing my gut biome by doing harsh things, right? I'm not masking the problem. I'm trying to fix the deep-rooted problems, okay? So have a good day, and let me know in the comments what you've tried, okay? Bye.